right, looks like we're live. No, it's not. Did not start. Oh, whew. There we go. Hey, we are live. I thought I was going to have a technical glitch here. It's like, no, don't shake my confidence like that. Hey, it was just spinning and spinning and spinning. Couldn't see anything. Then, boom, it comes to life. All right. Let me just do something real quick here. That's interesting. All right. Hey, I go in early. I go in early to give my introduction. I go in early to see if anybody shows up early. That person has at least 15 minutes to shoot all the questions they can at me. I like showing up prepared, early, and ready to go. Hey, good evening, good evening, good evening. The evening times I'm a little bit more relaxed, okay? But that still doesn't mean I don't give as much energy. I give it all a lot of energy. But in the evening, I've done the first one, and the second one is just trying to get more details, more depth. It's again, my name is Terry Bontemps, and welcome to another episode. Welcome to episode number 2, which is $540,000 you're paying your landlord. This is real estate, real talk. Again, I keep it real. I keep it 100. That's what I said earlier. I keep it 100. And you know what? I'm even moving closer to this camera. And I had a phobia of that thing. I wanted to be far back as I could. But I'm starting to inch in a little bit more, and I'm starting to believe that it's probably a better production, a better look when I'm close. I don't want to be too close, okay? I got issues. I got issues with the camera, all that good stuff. Okay. All right. So again, this is the realest talk TV program, internet program. This is my own real estate reality show. I used to tell all my friends that were kind of crazy that they needed their own reality show. Their own reality TV show. Look at this. I got one. I'm just crazy about real estate, right? And so I got my own real estate reality show. Something that's really interesting that, again, I'm going to have these real talks. I'm going to have these real talks Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m. Pacific and 5 p.m. Pacific. Okay? I'm going to come and I'm going to deliver. I'm looking to just talk real about real estate. It's filtered. Before COVID, everything was filtered. You'd filter it through a website. You'd filter it through a webinar. You'd filter it through email. So what happened? You guys started whipping out those old Visa cards. Nothing wrong with it. I ain't hating. I told you guys earlier, I don't like being judged. Okay, people got their opinions and perspective. That's cool, but Terry Bontemps ain't gonna come back and argue with you about what you think. I'm just gonna tell you what I think, and I might agree, I might disagree. But we started whipping out our credit cards, okay, to start buying stuff. We started buying stuff, but that was hidden behind a website, hidden behind an email. Hidden behind, it was just hidden. Did you ever get a live conversation in real life with the person? We started buying stuff. Again, I got nothing against stuff. We bought stuff. With that credit card, we bought stuff, right? We bought books, tapes, seminars. We traveled around the world and we stayed in hotels, motels. Man, we was buying because why? We wanted the information. Right? Everybody's trying to get educated. Okay, I heard something that says if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Right? Woo, that's powerful. It's more expensive to not know. So again, now in COVID with real estate, I'm excited. This is a whole new level right here. Woo, coming on live. And the reason I got my shades on, I really need to explain, but it's bright. I got lights on. It's bright, man. When I start looking into, things, my eyes start squinting. It ain't good for me. So, I wear some shades. I'm all right with it. I think y'all all right. I'm cool. Like my man Morris say, COOL. What? That's good. Okay. All right. Again, I told you guys I can't sing, but I'll try every once in a while. Right? All right. So again, this live streaming, oh man, it takes it to a whole nother level. Like Desiree says, this right here, this device, oh my gosh, this device right here, you guys, can make you reach the world. I had a person on my live stream last week from the UK. You think I wasn't excited? I almost jumped up, did backflips into the swimming pool, came out swimming. You guys would have laughed, of course. But I was ecstatic. Why? Because I had reached the UK from my house in my backyard. I would have never been able to do that. How would that have ever happened? She would have had to come here, or I would have to go there. Okay? But this, oh man, I'm so excited because I'm a type of guy, I like to be real. I like to tell you like it is. Okay? I ain't trying to hide. I'm not being censored. I don't need to edit and cut nothing because my words are true. Okay? My words are true. So I'm not worried about it. Right? I'm in there early. It's 4:50. I'm early. Okay? You early. And I'm going to go ahead and tell the subject of the day because I found out where I can read that. And then I'm going to come back. And anybody on the line, if they want to ask me some questions, we're going to go right into it. So, again, this is episode number 2. And we started earlier this morning with $540,000 that you're paying your landlord. And the reason why is because the realtor and the banker and who else? Wow. Title company, people told you weren't qualified. You didn't have enough money. Your credit was bad. You had some dings. You were not married. You were married. You had 5 kids. You only had 2 kids. Your income to debt ratio is out of whack. You know, all that stuff they come up with, and you sit there and you go, wow, what does all that mean, first of all? But they tell you that, but no one said, or what they say is, hey, get your credit score cleaned up, get some more money, come back and see us. Well, does that mean that you can't have a house? No. That they should have told you, hey, you can still get a house, but you got to do it unconventionally. You know, you got to go seek out this guy, Terry Bontemps. He's one of these real estate investors. Everybody goes, oh boy, a real estate investor. Yeah, he's one of those real estate investors. He's learned how to look at real estate a little bit differently than a real estate agent. Nobody's good, nobody's bad. They both have their benefits. But if you're not squeaky clean, not much they can do because they didn't learn what I learned. Okay? They didn't learn these strategies that I've gone through, right? To learn how to do what I do. Like I said, I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn this. I went to the seminars, you guys. I whipped out my credit card, I paid, and I kept trying to learn. I kept trying to take action. I kept implementing. All of a sudden, bam, I figured it out. Woo-wee. I figured it out, you guys. So again, early today, I discussed the 6 Ds, which was death, divorce, debt, distress, discount. Get a discount when you get all that going. You get a discount on a house. When you got death, divorce, debt, distress on a property, or even the owner of the properties, the owner of the property is going through that, you can buy this house at a discount, right? Because this person may say, look, I got this house and I got another house I got to get to, right? I got 2 houses. I can't make both mortgage payments. Hey, just give me X number of dollars for this, Terry. Give me, X number of dollars for this, Terry. 100,000, a million, 1.5 million, 10 million, and I'll sell it to you. See, Terry, I don't want people tramping through my house because there's a whole lot of junk here that I wasn't counting on selling my house. There's a whole lot of junk in here that I don't want to take to the dump. I don't want it paint. I don't even want to list it with a realtor because it's going to cost me 6%. I hope y'all get this right here. See, you got to understand the game. You ain't competing against realtors. You dominating realtors. Oh, man. Damn, I know I'm going to piss somebody off. I got to stop. I got to stop pissing people off. I really do. I ain't trying to do it. I'm just telling the truth. Tell the truth will set you free. You're trying to dominate. when this house is available, why are you just going to give it to the realtor and let the realtor have it? Why? Why? It makes no sense. That's your kids' money, your grandkids' money, the money that's going to buy you a house if you don't own a house, the money that's going to pay off the house that you do have, the money that's going to send your kids to college, the money that's going to allow you to fly, go on vacation where you want to go, when you want to go. This is what's going to put money in your bank account. This is going to what's make you financially free. This ATM machine, I sometimes refer to as a house. This is an ATM machine. That's what this thing is. See, mindset. Number one, why should I let a realtor have it? It's my job. My job is to generate income. Ooh-wee. My job is to generate income, and I'm good at generating income with houses. See, here's what I know. Terry Bontemps has just as much chance, or even a better chance, to work with people that deal with debt, divorce, and distress, that are distressed. I got a better chance because I go in and I say, look, I've lost 2 houses to foreclosure. I'm going to just be perfectly honest with you. I wish somebody like you, Terry, I wish somebody like you, Terry, would have came to me and gave me a solution, an option, a way to win, to get out of this situation. Some people just walk away. They can't even bear it. They haven't been trained. They don't know nothing about what we're dealing with now. COVID has never been around. You know, people have financial anxiety because of COVID. Now, again, I already told you guys earlier, I didn't create this mess. It ain't my fault, but I'm coming in to try and help them. I'm coming in to try to help them solve their problem with this house so they can move on with their life. The person in the house says, Terry, I don't want to sell it with a realtor. Why do you guys, they don't want to sell it with a realtor? Why? Please write this down. Please write this down. Please write this down. I've mentioned a lot of times, take the information that I'm giving you, the words that are coming out of my mouth. What's that? Can you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? I can't think of the actor. And treat it like it's the most important information that you've ever received in your life. Okay? I'm serious. Take that information and treat it. Give me a second. I'm just trying to get my stuff together so I can read you guys some testimonials of some homeowners that I work with. Treat it like it's the most important information that you've ever received in your life. And if you do that, I'm going to help you get some stacks, some dollars, some cash, some bread, skrillers. You know, I'm trying to think of all those young words. I asked my daughters, what's some of those young words y'all using? I want to use them. Scratch. I was in the grocery store. We was talking about dollars and money. And the guy said his mom called it scratch. We crazy, ain't we? All right. So I'm trying to teach you guys how to do that. Again, this owner did not want to pay 6% to have a realtor bring people in, show them around their house, especially when this house is junky. They got stuff everywhere. The garage, they need more room, or they need to get rid of some stuff. There are people like that. I run into them all the time. And I just tell them, when I see that stuff, I said, oh man, oh lady, just leave it. I'll take care of it. Just how much do you need? How much do you want for this house? And if I can get it at a discount, because they don't want to work with a realtor, they don't want to lose 6% right off the top. That's $6,000 on $100,000. They're gonna lose $6,000 on every $100,000 of value to sell their house. Well, heck, I'm in the business of buying houses. I like to buy houses, pretty houses, ugly houses, junky houses. I like buying houses. So dirt, smell, it don't bother me one bit, because all that can be cleaned up. We have a saying, that smells like money. Whenever we go into houses and you smell, and you go, whoo, it turns your nose up. I had one house like that. Oh man, I'm telling you guys, I still got that fume somewhere up there. That house smells so bad. but I had been taught it smells like money. See, women, when they go to a house, they want it pristine when they looking to buy. Women ain't looking for no junk smell to come with the house, and especially that needs to be rehab. Women ain't going in, walking right out. And maybe the husband said, like, wait, we can fix it, flip that like they do on HGTVs. Not me. I ain't moving in that. So, dominate. Dominate. Do what you do, be you. Hey, my name is Terry Bonds. I'm a real estate investor. I buy and sell houses. Do you have any real estate? What do you want to do with it? What do you want to do with that old house? All right, I'll buy it. Wow. That's business. That is business. You have the right to buy stuff too. It's the owner's decision. Do they want to work with a realtor or do they want to work with you? I hope I'm giving you guys some mindset about this business because you're going to need that. You need the mindset, you need the education, you need to take the action to get the results. I'm the mentor for sure. I'm going to give you the mindset. Hey, I'm going to give you the mindset because you got to have that. If you want to get what you want for your family, what you deserve, what you're entitled to abundance. But how are you going to get that abundance? All right, how are you going to get it? Okay, you got to have a vehicle. And to me, the vehicle is real estate. Okay? All right. This evening, I'm going to be talking about debt. Woo-wee. I'm going to show you guys how I earned a 54% ROI from a $10,000 investment buying loans from banks. So I'm going to try to make this work. The bank, I ain't starting yet. I'm just kind of giving you an overview. Don't you guys get excited now. Trying to put this together so you guys can see it. I should have came out and tested it. Yes. Oh, here we go. See, I get to practice. I ain't never did this before. But guess what? I love numbers. I love math, especially money math. And if you don't know your numbers in real estate, you don't know your business. Hey, guess what? When someone says they want to sell this, you don't just throw up, I'll buy it for, whatever comes on top of my head. This thing is precision. You got to know the value. Let me give you a simple. This is so simple. This is how I make real estate simple. This is $1. In order for me to buy it from that owner in that condition that it was in, I need to offer the owner 70 cents minimum, so that on that 30 cent that's left over from that $1, I have to be able to sell it and make a profit. That 30 gives me a profit. I don't want to go much further. So again, it's $1. When I offer this owner, it's 70 cents on the dollar. Sometimes I go lower, it depends, okay? But that's just about it. On $1, 70 cents, okay? That's my expenses, everything. That's everything, okay? 70 cents. 10 cents is going to go toward paying the closing costs. The other 20% is my profit, okay? So on $1, I'm going to make 20 cents. If this house was $1, I'll make 20 cents of profit. That's going to equal a 25% ROI for me. I don't want to do a whole lot of math. I know you guys are shut down on me when you shouldn't. You need to understand this is a system. This is like McDonald's. I look at houses like McDonald's University. I can look at houses and see money. Like I said, it's an ATM machine. I'm going to pull the money out. All right, so this house has a loan on it. The bank, okay, has your mortgage note. You have agreed to pay a certain amount of money. Right? $35,000, let's say. We're going to do something real simple. See, I got to keep it real simple. It could be $350,000. It could be $35 million. It could be $350 million. It don't matter. It's all the same. All of you, when you own your house, you got a monthly payment. You borrow so much money and you're paying so much interest. Every house that's financed is this way. Every house. Ain't nothing new up under the sun. So, this is called the paper. Most real estate investors, I would have to say probably 95% of the real estate investors, don't deal with the paper. That's where I'm an expert. That's where I'm an industry leading expert on paper. Hey, Terry, you're starting to confuse me. What do you mean? Okay, you make your payment to Bank of America. Bank of America sold this paper to Countrywide. So who do you make payments to now? You're making the Countrywide. Then Terry Bontemps bought it from Countrywide. And now who do you make your payments to? Terry Bontemps, the bank of Terry Bontemps. That's where I become an expert at. My student that made the 1.2 million, I did put that on the post today. He made $1.2 million buying a commercial note paper. $1.2 million in 1 hour. I taught him how to buy the paper. So most investors, they deal with this, the house. I'm an investor that deals with the house and the paper. All right, too much information, Terry, too much information. Make it simple. Kiss, kiss, keep it simple. Okay, again, talked about, I'm gonna show you guys how to get a 54% return, how I got a 54% return on my investment from $10,000. I invested $10,000, I made 54% on it. I'm gonna read 6 testimonial letters of people that I've helped keep their home. I bought their loan, they started making payments to me, and I modified it. I dropped their payments so they can keep their house, which was a very good deed on my part. That is a great service to be able to help people keep their homes, keep their families in their homes. Don't separate the family, okay? I'm here to help. And when I do that and they accept what I'm trying to do, they make their payments to me, and that's where I make my profit, okay? When they send the payments to me. The bank, when they sell you a house, this house is $100,000. When you pay back all the money, the bank's gonna make $250,000 total that you'll pay back. So what does the bank make? They make $100,000 to $150,000 of profit. I thought, man, that's pretty interesting. And you know what? The bank, they don't fix your toilets. They don't paint. They don't pay any closing costs. They don't hire realtors. They don't go to Home Depot. They don't do none of that stuff. They just sit back and just wait for a payment. Wait for a payment. Wait for the payment. I go, man, that's pretty neat. I want to get in that business. So another thing is this. This house, the owner doesn't want to list it with a realtor. Maybe I can come along and say, hey, look, I'll help you keep your house, stay in your house, if we can work out some payment arrangements. I will help you keep your home. I have done it all over the United States. I have a program that can help you keep your home. Most investors, real estate investors, will tell you that, but what they're trying to do is get this person out of their home so they can buy it, fix it up, and sell it. Am I a hater for saying that? No, because I've done that too. Okay? I've done that. I've taken houses, fixed them up, and sell them. I've taken the house, I make payments, and the owner keeps it. I've rented property out. I became a landlord. Okay? I've done quite a bit of things with a house. Again, I've done quite a few things with an ATM machine. I've done quite a few things with an ATM machine. Stop it, Terry. Okay, again, I buy loans from banks, then I modify the homeowner's loan. Okay, the owner, let's see where this thing is at, okay? The owner makes their house payment to me, and I made a 54% return on my $10,000 investment. Lo and behold, it's Kayla Hunter. She's stalking me. my coach does already. she be stalking. What these internet streets? She be stalking, checking at people, looking at their profiles, see what they doing. She call them the internet streets. Kayla, you in these streets, girl, but I love the hunger. Oh shit, Hunter. Wow. She's hungry. That's why she's here. See, she's got that mindset, and I know she's got a lot of ambition and desire. Only thing she's missing is the vehicle. I told her today we're gonna drive a Bentley. See, my student that made the 1.2, Kayla, he had a Bentley. He had the tools to make that 1.2, and I taught it to him how to buy these loans from banks. All right, so I'm gonna go into the chat, see if there's anybody got any questions, else I'm gonna keep right on rolling. Come on now, send it to me. Somebody say something so I know you're there. Say something. Come on. Type something. Send me an emoji. Just send me some love. Send some dollars. Come on now. Send me something. Uh-oh, something happened. There we go. All right. We're moving. Good. All right. So where do I start? I'm gonna start. Do you want the letters or do you want? Let's make some money. Can I teach you guys how to make 54% on your money? Let's do that. Okay. Hey, you guys, while you can, let everybody know. Let everybody know Terry's getting ready to teach you this. You know, I'm gonna tell you something right here. This is something I've had to write down. In order to build wealth, in order for you guys to build wealth, you have to know how wealth is made. You want to know more about marketing to the distressed homeowners? Marketing to the distressed homeowners is really simple. Really simple. So simple because I've done it so many years. I'm gonna give this to you. I go on TV and I say, hey, my name is Terry Bontemps. COVID has been terrible for a lot of families. And I'm sympathetic. I'm a real estate investor. I help homeowners in foreclosure keep their home if I can possibly do that. I also buy houses. Now, in this extremely difficult time, you may have had a loved one, and I'm just giving you the long version. You can shorten this up, but I'm trying to be correct in my words. If you've had a loved one that maybe you've inherited the property, or if you have a home that you like to possibly sell, or even if you want to keep it, please give me a call. My number is 916-470-3869. 916-470-3869. My company will buy it as is. You won't have to do nothing. We don't care what kind of condition it's in. We just want to help you. Okay. A lot of my clients don't want to work with realtors. They don't want to give away 6% of their profits to have a realtor list a house. I'll buy the house, I'll close in 14 days, all cash, and hopefully we can work something out to where you can move on. Okay. Sometimes, having a house payment on 2 homes is very stressful. So again, my name is Terry Bontemps. I've been doing this since 2001. I've got 19 years that I've been working with homeowners all across the United States in this situation. We've never had a COVID, but I did deal with 9/11. I did work with the recession in 2008. I've helped homeowners across the United States keep their home when they were facing some type of difficulty or foreclosure. Okay, Kayla, I'm sorry. This is a basic format, but it can be done anywhere. Right now, I'm on social media. Can you imagine if I threw something like this out on social media, which is free? So the problem you have, Kayla, and I'm going to say it is, you have not actually went through the process of doing this. This ain't something you can run a video on like I just did and talk about it and then try to do it with a homeowner. And if you don't do it right, you could fail miserably. Matter of fact, when you deal with people in foreclosure in California, Kayla, if you don't do it right, you can go to jail. I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm trying to scare you. You need some help. Now, I don't know you. You may be a professional. You already know how to do this. I hope I'll give you something that makes it even a little bit better for you. But this is what I do. I teach my students. But Kayla, guess what? How about if me and you team up? How about if I become your coach, your mentor? I teach you how to do this, and you go where you live, and you find these homeowners, and you put me on the phone. Hey, this is Terry Bontemps. How can I help you? Hey, Terry, this is Sue. She's here in Hawaii with me, and she's having a problem with her house. She's got a little difficulty. Can you talk to her? Yes, please. Hi there, Sue. How are you? I know it's a terrible time. COVID has really caused a lot of pain and anger. Hey, you know what? I lost 2 houses to foreclosure, so I know how you feel. I really know what you're going through. I know the sleepless nights. I know the nights that I stayed up looking at the ceiling, wondering how I'm going to get out of this mess. I've been there. I've done that. That process drained me. I lost weight. My husband was stressed. My wife was stressed. My kids were stressed. The dog was stressed. Everybody's stressed. This ain't a business for everybody, but I enjoy it. Because if I can bring Sue out of her situation, Kayla, okay, she's going to move on. I'm going to make some money. The bank's going to get their money. Not too many investors know how to do this, Kayla. This is rare. This is what I'm an expert on because I've been through it. Okay, I know it hurts. Okay, I lost the credit. I love doing this. Some people are like, I'm out, Terry. I can't deal with it. But that's the only way you're going to make money with a house. You got to buy it at a discount. Okay? If you're trying to buy houses that realtors sell, they're selling them at full value. There is no profit in it. No profit at all. So that's not me. I'm a real estate investor. I do things to make a profit. Do want to say something here before I start. Notice that I'm going to tell you guys, I'm not an expert at the Bible, but there's a story called the parable of the talents. And it goes like, there was 3 people. And one person, they increased a lot. The next person, the middle person, let's say that person on the end increased a lot. Maybe they did 10 of something, whatever you can think of it, whatever you want to call it, 10. And the middle person maybe invested and bought a business, maybe they got 5. And then the first person maybe only got 1. But when I look at that parable, and again, I'm not an expert, I look at it as investing. The first person maybe had a little savings account. Okay? Well, maybe, yep. Maybe they were living paycheck to paycheck, maybe they would save a little bit. Okay? Second person, maybe they had a savings account, maybe they did a little investing. And then the last person was an actual investor. They knew how to multiply. They knew how to increase their investment. So one day I'm going to have to get with a person that can really help me with that, because I want to use that as a form of teaching, that parable of the talents. The reason I said that is because I invested and earned a 54% return on my money. Think about this. When you put your money in the bank, you get 1, 2, 3%. It ain't a lot. I'm an investor. I invest to multiply and increase my money while I sleep. So that 54% that I made, I slept and made that money. I didn't have to go to a job, okay, and work for that money. My money was working for me because I understand real estate and I know how to invest. So you got to get your money working for you. Get your money working for you. Get your money on your mind and your mind on your money. Get your money on your mind and your mind on your... I'm going to try to sing again. See? Ain't that something we all want to sing? I'm good at real estate, but I want to be a singer. I want to be a recording artist. Got my money on my mind and my mind on my money. Hey! Oh, no, I can't dance here. I got no rhythm. All right, so here we go. It's called the ROI formula. It's called the ROI formula. And what that is, it's a gauge to tell you how your money's doing when you invest. It's a gauge, okay? ROI. And what it is a formula. I need you to write this down because we're getting ready to teach you how to build wealth. I'm getting ready to teach you how. I'm giving you the guide to getting rich. You got to learn how to invest and make your money multiply and increase. So the formula that I gauge is profit. ROI is profit divided by investment. And then you got to multiply it by 100. When you multiply by 100, all it does is move the decimal places 2 places to the right. So profit divided by investment. I'm going to give it to you in 3 steps how you can learn how to increase your money. Okay? Now, how do we calculate profit? Profit is the monthly payment times 12. So if I was getting $1, I'd multiply it by 12. That would be $12. That would be my profit. So if I'm doing the formula, again, it's the profit divided by the investment. $12 divided by whatever I invested. My profit is 12, then I can put my investment in and multiply by 100. You guys got it? All right. Profit divided by investment. That gives you your ROI. Now you're getting 2 or 3% at the bank ROI. Okay. Now let's try. Here's what I do with banks. Here's how I buy these loans. $35,000 is the bank's loan. The loan for this house is $35,000. Now, I don't want you guys to go sideways on me, Terry. Where's that at? That ain't true. It ain't possible. Don't do that. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to teach you. And I ain't charging you, but I'm just showing you what I have to offer. Okay? If you think my free is good, wait till you see my one-on-one, two calls a week, 8 calls a month, 100 calls in a year. Imagine, wouldn't you want to be on the phone with me? 100 calls? Because you know I'm serious. I already shown you guys. I love what I do. I'm a get to it guy. I ain't no fluff. I ain't hiding behind no website. I ain't trying to sell you no course, no book. I can't do that. I got to walk you through so that you get results. How many times you guys bought a course, bought some stuff, you read it, got halfway through and like, I'm lost. See, I know that don't work. I need to hold your hand, pull you through, make sure you get this, okay? Because I want you to be successful so you can make a video of your success so I can put it on the internet and people go just crazy over what I do. So the bank is owed $35,000. They're getting $454.42 a month is the payment. So how do we calculate our ROI? Remember, we multiply the 454.42 times 12. Okay? Put that in your calculator, you guys. Excuse me, put it in your calculator. I would love for somebody to tell me what that number is. Kayla, I think me and you we flowing tonight because you just writing down everything. Man, Kayla ain't no joke, you guys. You know, I can almost tell that Kayla's going to be a superstar. She already is a superstar. But if she puts what I have to give her inside her brain and my support, ooh, that's a boss lady right there. That is a boss lady that's going to get some stuff. Woo-wee. I love students like Kayla. I'm not trying to drag Kayla to the finish line. Kayla's knocking me down to get to the finish line. That's how hungry she is. That's what I need as a student. If you want to do real estate, that's the kind of drive, motivation, desire you need. I got the goods. I got the Bentley. Lead me to the promised land. All right. Kayla, come on now. You got to do math with me, girl. I ain't in no hurry tonight. You're supposed to tell me what $454.42 is times 12. Anybody else out there want to play? All right. The answer is $5,453. $5,453. Okay. So what we're going to do is take the profit of $5,453. $5,453 is the profit, and you're going to divide it by 35,000. I can't do the finger. That's messed up. 5,453 divided by $35,000. What'd you get? Come on, y'all. Come on. I want to see it. Do that math with me. That's how you look at houses, and that's how you make money from an ATM machine like this. Okay? So that's a 54% ROI. 54%. I'm sorry, take that back. That's a 14.75. My bad. 14.75%. That's what the bank is getting. Okay, now I want to show you what I do. Remember now, this is what the bank was owed, $35,000. They were getting $454.42 per month. I bought this from the bank because there was death, debt, divorce, distress in this house, in this ATM machine. There was death, debt, divorce, and distress going on with this house, with the owner. The bank said, we'll sell it to you, Terry. Instead of foreclosing on the owner, thank you, Kayla. I think we just got slow internet connection that's delaying things. And I don't want to delay too long, but you're absolutely correct. The bank didn't want to foreclose, so they said, Terry, we got a property. Here's the issue. Do you want to buy it? I said, well, let me take a look at it. Let me take a look at it. So what did I do? I made the bank an offer. I made the bank an offer of $10,000. They were owed $35,000. Why did they sell it at a discount? Because there was debt, death, divorce, and distress going on. And when you can buy real estate at a discount because of all that going on, I'm going to show you how I make a profit. Right now, during COVID, this is how you guys will make money in real estate for people that need to sell, that want to sell their house to you. Okay? Not a realtor. They want to sell it to you. They don't want to pay the realtor 6%. They don't want to clean it and fix it. We'll take it as is, right now. Right now. I used that earlier. Got a little breeze coming in. Let me secure my papers. So again, bank was owed 35, you guys. I know you guys got a lot of questions, but that's what I do. I teach you why all this works. But this is the exact game. I ain't holding nothing back. I don't have to hold nothing back, because if you get this and you learn it from me and you go out and make a lot of money, I am perfectly happy. Okay, I don't have a scarcity mindset, you guys. I'm an abundance type person. I ain't competing against you, Kayla. I'm not where you're at. There's other investors out there, okay, but they ain't doing what I'm doing, Kayla. Right? So, I believe in abundance. I don't believe in trying to squeeze. You know what? Don't tell them, Terry. Don't tell them. Then they ain't gonna buy that from you. I'm gonna just talk, tell you about, I was growing up at 12 years old. I played football. I have a dog named Spot, and we traveled around the world. We made some real estate investments, did really good. Toastmaster. Yeah, Toastmaster. It's like, I like to just give it to you. This is exactly what I did. So let me get to it. What's your ROI, Terry? For keeping the homeowner in the house, I said, look, I'm going to drop your payments, okay? But I don't want to get into details. Let's just look at what my ROI is. If I buy it for $10,000, remember the monthly payment is $454.42. Okay, so Kayla, you should be gone now with your calculator, putting it in to tell me what my return is, and I'm going to find a piece of paper that I got to show to everybody else. Tell me what my ROI is, Kayla. Again, here's the formula for ROI. It's your profit divided by your investment times 100. Remember, you got to take the monthly payment of that $454.42, and you're going to multiply it by 12 and then divide it by investment. All right. 3 simple, easy steps, but you got to practice it. This just don't come easy. I got a lot of case studies. We even going to break down the case study of how my student that made the $1.2 million, his ROI was 1,090%. All right, so Terry bought it for $10,000. He's getting $454.42. If you multiply that by 12, again, that's $5,453 roughly. You divide that by the investment of $10,000. I'm looking for somebody to give me the answer. Terry's ROI is 54%. Y'all can go back and watch the replay. You can go back and take the math, put it in slower if you want. I made 54% because what I did, this owner, the husband had lost his job. The reason they weren't making payments to the bank is this husband had lost his job. But after I bought the loan, after I bought this from the bank, he got his job back. And he could make the payments now. Whereas before he didn't have a job, could make payments. How many of you have been laid off? I have. How many ever went on strike? I had to go on strike. I didn't want to go on strike, but everybody says, hey, you can't cross that picket line. I'm like, I guess I bet not. Y'all seem pretty serious. Y'all hurt a little fella like me. How many of you have gone through some setbacks? How many of you know some hard times? How many of you got some credit blemishes? How many of you maybe have a foreclosure on your credit report? How many of you have some collections? How many, like I talked about earlier, if that's 40% of the market that has issues like that, the realtors, they only want to work with the squeaky clean people, then guess what? If I cater to that 45 or 40% of people, I got a great business. Hey, 40% of people, I know you got issues, I'll still get you a house. You can still buy a house. You can still invest in real estate so you can make some stacks, right? So you can get rich. You can, again, I talked about earlier, learn how to flip houses. You can wholesale it for a $5,000, $10,000 fee. You can fix this up and flip it like the HGTV. You can rent it out as a landlord when you get this ATM machine. When somebody that's having debt, divorce, distress, don't want the house and they give it to you for free, or they ask you for a little money, you can wholesale that, flip it for a fee. You can fix it up and flip it like the HGTVs. You can rent it out for money. Okay, as a landlord, you can turn it into an Airbnb and make money. You can turn it into an assisted living with residents. You can go out and find somebody and say, hey, look, Kayla, I got a great deal. If you bring the money, Kayla, I'm going to split the profits of this house with you 50-50. There's a movie called The Banker. You guys ought to watch The Banker. It's a beautiful movie. Bernard Garrett is a hungry real estate investor. He reminds me of myself. This dude is he's looking for real estate constantly. His relatives are saying, oh, you ought to go get a job. Have I heard that before? He says, no, I want to be a real estate mogul. I want to be a businessman. I want to own property. He finds an Irishman. Okay, the Irishman puts up all the money because Bernard Garrett, he knows how to find these ATM machines, these houses. Bernard Garrett knows how to find them. He is awesome. I don't know, they didn't tell exactly how he found them, but he found below market value deals. And I bet you believe I'd bet money on slow down, Terry. People in debt, divorce, death, distress. That's probably where he was getting the discounts on the property. Okay? All right, that's your lesson. Now, I've helped people keep their homes from doing that. I'm going to read you guys some testimonials because probably some of you, again, you're judging me. You know, and you have to, go with your gut feeling. But again, I don't have to. This business for me is really simple. If you help enough other people get what they want, I'll get what I want. Okay? I ain't trying to play no games. I ain't doing no bait and switch. Hey, let me read this to you. I got 6 of them. The one that really blows you away is from a guy in Las Vegas. His name is Earl. Earl is a military veteran. He went through a divorce. Boom. What did he go through, you guys? Kayla, who you going to be looking for? People going through divorce. What are you going to ask them, Kayla? Do you have any real estate? What do you want to do with it? Terry, ain't nobody ever broke it down like you, man. Why come Don't be trying to put me in no, don't try to make me a square peg. I'm just keeping it real. I think you guys know who's real. I'm just keeping it real. The person, Mr. Earl, was going through a divorce. The courts awarded his wife the house. She didn't make the payments. Don't hate on me. I told you guys, I tried to give you warning. Don't hate on me. It could have been the wife the husband got the house, the husband didn't make the payments, and then the wife get the house back. Don't hate on me. Don't go sour on me. Just try to understand what I'm trying to teach you so you can build some wealth. It goes all ways. I don't discriminate. I'm an equal opportunity wealth builder. I don't care if it's a man, a woman. I don't care. I just want to try to help them. I don't deal with all women only. I don't deal with all men only. I'm an equal opportunity wealth builder. Okay, so yeah, with Harrison. And so the wife didn't make the payments. So he's in debt. He ain't got the money to make the back payments. I bought his loan. I sent him a letter. Hey, let me introduce you to Terry Bontemps, the bank. He read the letter and called me. He says, hey, look, this is what happened. He says, man, I don't know what's going to happen. So I found out I put $42,000 of my own money into Earl's house to fix it up, make it look really nice, so he can stay in it. So if he make the payments, he can stay in it. When he was in the bottom of his house, after I did all the repair work, I did it physically. I flew to Vegas, painted his house, put $42,000 in making some back payments and painting his house so it looked really nice. He says, man, my house hadn't looked like this since I bought it. He was proud. I love that moment. But Earl did not make his payments to me, so we had to sell the house. We sold the house. Guess what? He had a VA loan that he bought it with. When we sold the house, then he's now eligible to buy another house with his VA. So it did turn out good. Even though he couldn't make the payments, we sold it. Boom, we're fine. Okay? That was part of the negotiation. Got to make your payments, brother. All right, so here's, can't remember her name. Dina, can't remember her name, where she's from. Okay? It says, thank you for being kind during this most difficult time in my life. It was a relief. Woo, boy. It was a relief to receive a phone call from a person that took the time to listen, and furthermore, to even extend empathy to my children and me. You working with me has made a world of difference. Thank you for all that you've done. She was telling you guys, you may not hear it and understand it, but I helped her keep her home. Okay? And I do believe she was a single female, single mom. Okay? I think she had went through a divorce. Boom, there the word again is divorce. Let me tell y'all, in case you don't know right now, I love working with people going through divorce. Okay? Because I can understand the situation. If someone says they're going through a divorce and I have real estate, okay, how can I help you? A lot of people, they don't want to get in the middle, which I understand because you don't have the experience. But I have a lot of experience at doing this. Okay, I got 40 years, work with people over 6 states. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, let me see if this one. Oh, wow, you guys gonna lock this one like this one? Okay, this is Lynette. She was a single mom also. Hi, Terry. I just wanted to send you a letter to say thank you for everything that you've done for us. When you came into our life, I was at rock bottom. Ooh-wee, come on now, you guys. You got to hear that testimonial. See, I can take these testimonial letters that I'm reading right now. Kayla, if you got a client that's kind of unsure, what do you think they would do if they read this, if they had this testimonial letter in their hands and I've talked to them on the phone? That's my support system, Kayla, where I support you. Not only have you purchased my program, I didn't leave you. I didn't leave you high and dry to figure it out on your own. I'm there to help you and support you so that you can get that check, and then you learn firsthand by listening to me how I do what I do. Ooh, but a program, 2 hours a week, 8 hours a month, 100 calls a year. Kayla, I think you'd want to be on the phone with me as much as you could with the stuff I got. Right? All right. So when you came into our life, I was at rock bottom. I didn't want to face the fact that we were close to losing the house. I did not want to face the fact that we were close to losing the house. I had to file bankruptcy after my divorce. After my divorce. Ladies out there, women that are on this line, divorce is hard. Okay? I can't imagine what you're going through, okay? And when you're going through that moment, sometimes this house is the least of your concerns because emotionally you're trying to get yourself together. Guys, I had a student that just signed up with me. He's a football player, former football player, and he's distraught, okay? But I'm a professional. I'm going to help them emotionally. I'm going to have empathy. And I'm going to try to find a way for them to get the most of this house that they have. I like that. Who else is going to do it? I don't know nobody else that can sit in the middle and be honest, fair, not try to beat anybody, try to help. I think I'm the best person for the job. I don't know of too many people that are qualified. So I need to get my word out, my name out, Kayla, to where you're at, so we can do the same thing. I had to file bankruptcy after my divorce because I was in financial ruin. She had this. She had to file bankruptcy, and she had financial ruin. Do you think the bankruptcy court would have allowed her to keep her house with no money and having no finances? So when I bought her loan from the bank and said, hey, look, I'm going to try to work out some payments so you can keep your home. When you came to my door that night, I was unsure of what your intentions were. After we talked, I knew you were for real and that you were here to help me, not hurt me. You hear what she said? I was there to help her, not hurt her. You gave me more than one option to look at to help me out of a bad situation. Does that sound like I take advantage of people? Am I that con, that crook that people want to tell me I am? I take advantage of people having, difficulties in their lives? Come on, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I ain't playing with you. I'm serious, okay? So when I talk to people during COVID about Houston, all right, I got another student in Houston also, okay? So when I talk to people about what I do, I'm coming from the heart, okay? And I hope they hear that and it resonates. So Kayla, guess what? When you start working with people in Houston and they talk to me on the phone and they hear my professionalism and they hear or see these testimonials and I try to work out solutions to help them, hopefully, Kayla, someone says, yes, I like Kayla and I like Terry. I would sell my house to you. I would sell my house to you instead of selling it with a realtor and paying them 6% to sell my house. I don't want to clean up all the mess, all the leftovers from this messy divorce. I don't want to touch his stuff. I don't want to touch her stuff. If I do anything with their stuff, I'm going to burn it. That's how people sometimes think. I'll say, you know what? Let me take care of it. Don't burn it. Don't go on. Go on. Go on. Okay. Again, Terry, I just want to thank you for helping my kids. I just want to thank you for helping my kids and I keep our home. I just want to thank you for helping my kids and I keep our home. Thanks for the other help too. Thanks for the other help too. Thanks for the other help too. You know what that other help was? I gave her $5,000 so she can get stuff together. So she wanted to go move with her mom. I gave her $5,000. I got it back when the house was sold, of course. Okay, I didn't just give it to her as a gift. Terry can't do that. He ain't got that type of money. But I gave her $5,000 so she can get a moving van. She can get some movers. Okay, she can get situated, squared up, get some groceries. Woo, that's making a person whole. Come on now, that's what I like doing, making them whole. All right, here's the one with Earl Harrison. It's going to be long. I'm going to try to cut through it. It starts off by calling it a true miracle. I have only one way to describe the help that of Terry Bontemps Enterprises has done for me, and the word is miraculous. I was at my wit's end of having any idea of what I was going to do about my home. I hadn't been in my home for nearly 3 years. When through some legal circumstances, I was court ordered to return to my home and try to save it from foreclosure. You see, my ex-wife had been living in the home and my divorce was not done properly through our court system here in Las Vegas. That happens a lot, you guys. One side is bitter. One side is angry. The other side is bitter. The other side is angry. And, it's a tough situation. So I understand their pain. Okay. I understand the pain on both sides. I'm neutral. I don't discriminate men. I don't discriminate women. Okay. But that is entirely a different subject. Upon my arrival in the home, I had no idea what I was going to do. I filed Chapter 13 bankruptcy. I filed Chapter 13 bankruptcy. Okay? It was dismissed and the house was again in default. It was in foreclosure again. He tried to file bankruptcy to stop the foreclosure sale. Didn't work. There had been a number of these sharks, and that is a term I have for sharks, knocking at my door with proposals and so-called strategies on selling my home to them for practically pennies. I know what that's about too, because I did that, but I didn't do it to Earl. What he's saying is this: his house was worth $1. The sharks were people that wanted to come in and buy it for 70 cents on the dollar, for 60 cents, 55 cents on the dollar. And he's like, no, this house has too much value. I'm not going to give it to you for that low price. I teach you how to do that because sometimes people will take that low price. Sometimes people won't, more times than not. Okay? Talking about the sharks, knocking at his door with a proposal to sell his home for pennies on the dollar. I happened to open a letter addressed to my ex-wife and myself, and it was from Terry. I do not know to this day what made me call him, but it turned out to be one of the best calls I've ever made. Terry had a way of making me feel relaxed about my situation. He really has a way of communicating and letting you know that you are still in control of your destiny. There we go. Okay. I explained how the home was returned to me through the courts and that I above all wanted to preserve my VA loan. You see, if you default on your VA loan, you're not eligible for a home loan again. Well, I had thought about selling the home, but truly had no desire to leave my home. This home I had seen being built from the ground up, and I had some good memories there. So this was a motivated seller, but he didn't want to sell his house. Okay? He didn't want to sell his house. He wanted to keep his house. I have a program for helping homeowners keep their home also. So I had a program for him. I want to make him happy and do what he wants. Well, Terry came through for me, and it was unbelievable what he had done for me. You know, in a time like mine, it was good to know that there are really some genuine people out there. And of course, others could not believe that a complete stranger to me could be so kind. But all my trust went into working with Terry, and I'm now as happy as a lark. I am in my home, back on track, and I have Terry Bontemps to thank for all this happiness. I can go on with all the other details, but this testimony will turn out to be a novel. If you find yourself in a similar situation or remotely close to my situation, do not hesitate to put your trust into Terry, because I guarantee you the results will please you. Woo, is that powerful? Woo, Kayla, give that to someone that's going through the same situation. Wow. All right. Here's one. I bought the note on a pastor's house. Oh, I was like, what do you do? He says, I'm a pastor. And I'm like, oh, man, you know I got to be nice to you. Super nice to you. Okay, let's see if we can work this out. Here's the note they wrote me. Thank you for such kindness and compassion you have constantly shown to my husband and our family as we work through some of our credit issues. Here are the checks we discussed per our conversation. We will continue in the future to maintain a timely payment schedule. We will keep you posted in regard to preparing the home for sale. Just a few words to express our sincere gratitude for your kindness. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you, Terry Bontemps, for the kindness you've extended toward us. Whew. Man. Wow. I feel good about that. I haven't read these in a long time. I feel good about that. That means I'm doing a good business. Okay? I'm doing a good business. Win, 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 win for everybody. No losses, no taking advantage of. Woo. All right, this one here. This is probably my most touching one. I probably told you the story before. I'm just going to repeat it again. I bought a loan from the bank. It was a daughter and a mom that lived together. The daughter took care of the mom. I think they both worked. The daughter had been really sick is the reason why she missed her payments. I bought the loan. We had a conversation. She said, Terry, I've been really sick. I couldn't make the payments. I said, well, you owe me, let's say, $10,000. She said, I ain't got the money, Terry. I said, do you have anything? 5,000, 2,000, 1,000. No, Terry, I ain't got nothing. I said, all right, tell me this. Just go ahead and make your $454.42 next month payment to me. Can you do that? Okay. Remember, I bought the loan from the bank. I said, hey, just make your $454.42 a month payment to me. Can you do that? She goes, yeah, I can do that. I'd be happy to do that. I'll keep my home. Yeah, you keep your home. So when she started making her payments, you guys, I made a 54% return on my investment. Why would I not do that? She sends a check. Oh, Kayla, come on now. I see you. You restored their hope and faith. Man, Kayla, you're absolutely right. See, I understand because I went through that process. Kayla, I wish I would have known you and you knew what I'm going to teach you. You could have helped me get through this. I'm like a friend. This person right here treated me like a family member. Okay? That's a good business. That's a good business. People don't know houses. Okay, they weren't taught. They didn't go to school. They didn't spend a whole bunch of money like I did to know what I know. They just know they bought this house to live in. They thought it was going to be a great investment. They thought they was going to raise their family, live a happy life, and life was good. Then COVID hit. Caused issues. This lady here again passed away. And the mom called me and says, hey, Terry, what do we need to do? I said, we need to sell the house. You take the money, you move on. I'm good. I made enough money. I made my 54%. I'm happy. Okay. I could have made more. I could have said, hey, you have to give me the money from the sale of the house, which I was entitled to, but I didn't do that. I wanted to give the mom a lifeline. I didn't want to take away her spirit. Okay. At her older age, I wanted her to be able to move on. See, life's going to be tough anyway because she lost her daughter. Man. And if anybody's ever lost a family member, and I know most of us have, I have, it's hard. It's hard. You ain't worried about this. You ain't worried about this emotion. Your heart is heavy. Okay? I want to be the person to take this burden off them or help them get back in it. So, here's her letter. To whom it may concern, I am forever grateful for Terry Bontemps and helping me and my family keep our home. He allowed us to start over in making up our back payments on our loan. We were in a major financial bind a couple years back, which resulted in us missing our mortgage payments. Terry listened and understood where I was coming from. He was willing to help by allowing us to modify our loan. I would highly recommend Terry Bontemps and his associate service to anyone that may be having financial difficulties and or facing the foreclosure process. Thank you. And the story on this is the mom called me after the daughter passed and said, Terry, my daughter admired you so much and personally wanted to thank you for helping us keep our home. I want to invite you to the funeral. I want to invite you to the funeral. What do you say? I said, I'm sorry I can't make it, but thank you. It feels good. I go to bed at night feeling good that she was happy, okay, ready to move on with her life, take care of the arrangements of her daughter, and move on. Because your kids ain't supposed to go before you, and she had to deal with that. So, wow. All right, one more. I didn't mean to, this ain't meant to depress. This is just real talk. I could have fluffed it up. I could have sold it in some package and, made a good story out of it. This is real. This is exactly what happened. You talk to me 10 years down the road, and I'll tell you exactly what happened on these deals. Chris and I just wanted to send you a quick note. Matter of fact, here it is. Boom. This is the testimonial letter from the person that I bought this loan from. Okay? Chris and I just want to send you a quick note to let you know how much we appreciate all you've done regarding our mortgage. It's not often that you meet with a creditor. It's not often that you meet with a creditor. It's not often that you meet with a creditor and actually feel good afterwards. We are certainly not happy about the situation that we have let ourselves fall into financially, but with your help and understanding, we're on the road to recovery. We're on the road to recovery. On the road to recovery. On the road to recovery. Boy, that show feels nice when you're recovering. How many of you have been on the road to recovery, and once you got to where you're going, you started feeling good? You can dance now, right? Woo! The past is behind me. It was hard, but boy, it's day by day trying to get it going, and then, boy, look, I can breathe. And all of a sudden, guess what happened? COVID sets in. God dog it. If it ain't one thing, it's another. That's a song. I think it's a song. If it ain't one thing or another, but that's the saying. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Oh. From day one, you were friendly, personable. Okay, let's see. But what you up with? We're on the road to recovery. Okay. From day one, you were friendly. From day one, you were friendly. Look at my smile. Why would you not smile and be happy and friendly when you know how to make 54% on your money? You should have the biggest smile in the world. You're making money and helping people. There ain't nothing better than that. All right, let me get going because it's going on an hour. All right. From day one, you're friendly, personable, definitely understanding. And you wanted to help us. You wanted to help us. You presented us with several possibilities to help us resolve the issue and put us into contact with the right person and the right product. For this, we are grateful. Finally, after several weeks of negotiating with the mortgage company, we closed on our refinance loan. They closed on the refinance loan, you guys. They closed on the refinance loan. They refinanced the loan. They refinanced the loan that I had bought, and voila. Oh, do you guys know how much? $35,000 is what I made from a $10,000 investment. I didn't touch the house. I didn't paint. I didn't fix toilets. I didn't deal with no trash, no tenants. I didn't pay no escrow fees. I didn't pay no real estate agent fees. I didn't go to Home Depot. I didn't do none of that. Title company wired me the money. Once again, thank you so very much for your patience, and we look forward to working with you. Wow. 6 testimonial letters from homeowners that I've worked with that owned this ATM machine. Now, I call it an ATM machine because I keep wanting you guys to understand there's profits, there's money in these houses that these realtors are telling you that you can't live in. Now, you could have lived in this house. If you can make the mortgage payments, you can live in it. A person doesn't want their house, they'll give it to you. You can live in it. You can wholesale it, flip it for $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. It depends. The same house. You can do like they do on HGTV. Fix it up, put a new roof on it, do some landscaping, put some new windows in, paint it, sell it, make some money. And you don't need, to have good credit and money to do this. You can turn this into Airbnb. It looks like a nice Airbnb here, Airbnb has been having a lot of problems. So I don't know about Airbnb, but in everything there's problems. So we're gonna try to work it out. Thank you, Kayla. You're feeling me. We flowing together tonight. I love it. I love it. You got me down. If it ain't nothing, it's nothing. Richard Differfield. There you go. Kayla, I think you're gonna make a great Bentley driver. I think I'll just sit in the passenger side because the passenger side on the ride. Oh, okay. I know that's, what is that? The 3-girl group on the passenger side. Okay, forget it. Terry, you ought to stop. I'm just having fun, y'all. Okay, again, I was fixing it up, flipping it like HGTV. You can buy the note. Okay, you guys can buy the note now. Now, hey, I couldn't tell you this before because you didn't know what I was talking about. But now you know you can buy the note on this house and make a little money. Make 54% on your money. Right? You can get this house from somebody that's dealing with debt, divorce, debt, and distress. And then you can find somebody like Kayla who's got a lot of money and say, Kayla, if you bring the money to this table, let's split the profits, and then you get 50 and I get 50, and both of us can make some good money by pulling and working together. And like I said, we turn this into an Airbnb, okay? I'll get $1,300 a week, $5,200 a month, $60,400 in a year. Or we turn it to assisted living, where we have seniors that we gonna love on. We're gonna love on them. Woo! They gonna think they in Club Med when they come to your home. Okay, it could be all women if you like. It could be all men. It could be a mixture. It could be military veterans. $4,000 in California. You can have 6 residents, 6 elderly in a home. $4,000 is $24,000 a month. I ain't singing no more. TLC, no scrubs. Kayla, thank you. I'm having way too much fun. I love this. I'm having a lot of fun. You know, if somebody would have told me this was available before, I wouldn't have went out there and did all them seminars and did all that stuff. Okay. I like to be close and personal. I like to respond, have fun, smile. This is perfect for me. This is perfect for me. All right, so again, $24,000 a month. That's $288,000 a year. One house. One house you can retire on. Kayla, somebody gives you this house because they're dealing with what? Debt, and divorce. You can get this property at a discount, sell it and make some money. Okay? Or you can fix it up, make it an assisted living home. Okay? Why? Because you asked two questions, Kayla. Do you have any ATM machines? Do you have any real estate? What are you going to do with your real estate? Here's what I get from most people. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't even thought about it because right now I'm dealing with all this stuff and this papers and all these deadlines and banks and people calling me and credit collectors and all that stuff. I'm stressed. I'm stressed out. The anxiety I'm having because of COVID. This house, I just wish I could give it away. Matter of fact, I'm going to walk away from this house because I'm not emotionally attached no more. I'm going to walk away from it. I ain't selling it with no realtor. Man, I'm so pissed off. Why give them realtors 6% of whatever I got in this house? I got all this stuff to deal with, and I got to deal. Here, damn, I should not do this. But here's the way I approach this thing. Why should I give a realtor 6% of something that I have that's mine? What entitles a real estate agent to get 6%? Now, that ain't everybody. That's the round peg. The square peg is, guess what? We want to take our nice house, okay? That's beautiful. It's landscaped, the beauty of the neighborhood, and it's worth $2 million. And realtor, we want you to sell it and find us a buyer, and we're cool with that. We don't mind giving away 6%. Those are square pegs. In this world, there's square pegs and round pegs. Kayla, you can't be trying to be a square peg if you're not a square peg. If you're a round peg, stay with those 40% of people that got problems. Don't try to go over here with the 60%, the squeaky clean, okay? That ain't your game. Squeaky clean people don't sell their house at a discount. People that got no problems don't sell their houses at a discount. Don't even try it. Don't even, if you're a real estate investor, chances are maybe you can't work with realtors, but realtors do occasionally now. They find properties that you can buy at a discount. I'll give you one. Inherited properties. A kid inherits property. A kid's in Houston. The parents are in California. Kid inherits this house and ain't got no dreams of going to California. All that kid wants is money. They ain't even gonna look at the house. How much money can I get for this house? Terry Bontem's orders says I'll give you $400,000. Okay, Terry, give me the $400,000. They ain't even looked at the house. They don't even know the value of it. They don't even care. Just get them the money quick. Terry, how quick can you close? Give me 14 days, I'll close. Possibly I can close in 5. Sold, Terry. I ain't got to do nothing with the house. Nope, you ain't got to clean it, ain't got to touch it. You ain't got to do nothing, but just go to title. We'll get it closed. And you can take your $400,000, have a whole lot of fun. I'll take the house and I'll do all those things. Okay. Yes. Episode number 2 in the world, the real life, what Terry Bontemps does. Again, 2 calls a week, 8 calls a month, 100 calls in a year, so I can teach you how to make money, build wealth, get rich, and be a real estate millionaire. Can't make no guarantees of what you'll do because I don't know your ambition. But boy, if you're as fired up and as dedicated and motivated like Kayla is, whoo, that's half the battle. I know she's gonna take action, so we're gonna see some roads. I'm giving the education. I've got the education. I've got the wheel is round. I've lost money. I've spent money on education. I've become the expert at what I am, which is what? Boom. This paper stuff, working with people in foreclosure, working with people that have debt, distressed debt. Okay? I know how to get houses at a discount. I know how to make dollars. I already got it. So why you want to go out and redo it yourself? Probate and inherited property is gold if you know how to work the business. Okay? Got to learn how to work the business. So education is important. Get the education, get the education, get the education. Take the action, take the action. Then you'll start getting some results. And one day you'll look up, and the moral of the story is, whatever happened to the world I used to live in? Woo, Kayla, it's on fire. Why not let real estate pay for everything you want out of life? This ATM machine will pay for everything you want out of life if you get it right. Real estate works, you know it and I know it. What's been wonderful? Kayla, I want to really thank you for going all out, playing at 100. Girl, good things going to happen to you. Hopefully good things have already happened to you. But all I can say is, Kayla, you got to hook up with me. Let's do this, Kayla. Let's go big or go home. Let's go big. Yeah, let's go big. All right. I will see you on Wednesday, Kayla. We'll do it again. This has been great. It's been fun. And all I'm doing is preparing. How do you find out more about the mentorship? DM me. What is that, direct message? I'm kind of newer to this Facebook navigation stuff. DM me. Well, yeah, I'm just going, hey, let me give you my phone number. 916-470-3869. 916-470-3869. Call me. Let's talk. Let's get you in the program, get you started. Because right now, Kayla, I'm telling you, it's the season. Because a lot of investors, Kayla, they've gone. They don't understand this COVID. They don't know how to deal with it. See, this is a distressed marketplace. They ain't learned how to deal in the distressed marketplace. Hey, them programs that they went to, those seminars, they didn't know nothing about distressed and COVID. They thought everything was just going to keep on going the normal, right? The normal. You maybe hit a little recession, but things pick back up and just keep right on going, right? But boom, this thing hit flat bottom. Just like 9/11, okay? The economy tanked because people were scared. They're scared they went somewhere, they get bombed. Terrorists would, blow something up. People were scared to move, go anywhere. If you can remember that. In 2008, the Great Recession, man, total economic collapse. But that's when the banks start selling that paper. They got all these foreclosures going on. People missing payments. They can't keep up. Too many foreclosures. Going to the courthouse, spending all that money on houses. Hey, you know what? Let's just sell some of this paper. And call that guy Terry Bontemps, man. That guy loves this stuff. He's in a distressed market. Call him. Hello, it's Terry. Do you have any real estate? What are you going to do with it? Oh, that's the bank. Terry, stop it. Hey, this is your time. This is our market right now. And you ain't going to have no competition. Very little competition is in this market. That's why I talk about the 6 Ds, Kayla. That's why I said, Kayla, 2 questions. 6 Ds, 2 questions. Forget it. 6 Ds, 2 questions. Do you have any real estate? What are you going to do with it? My 3rd question is, I'd like to have it. That's an extra for you tonight, Kayla. I'd like to have your real estate. Ooh, that defies logic. Defies logic. All right, 67 minutes. I'm just delivering. I don't believe in scarcity. I don't have a scarcity mindset at all. I believe in abundance. There's so much abundance out there, Kayla. It's just waiting on you, but you need that right vehicle, okay, to make it happen, and real estate is the way. Good night, everybody. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to chill out a little bit, see if any basketball games on, but y'all have a great evening. Have a great evening. Have a great life. Sleep well. I'm wishing you all happiness, success, prosperity, health, and wealth. Okay? Health and wealth, success, prosperity. Good night.